You know, that's where we used to get. That's where we first got our cannabis cards. On the third floor of that building.
Yeah. So
Well, what did you say? Like, were you like, oh, my back hurts?
I had actual knee injury, yes.
The first one was my back, but then when I renewed it, I had ripped my knee as well. And then they were like, "Wait,
But initially it was back?
I said my back. I was like, my back. Oh,
You got back out.
back in the sun, you know what I mean? And a spinal replacement or something. But the second one I renewed it, I had ripped my ACL as well.
Oh, so y'all like have actual injuries.
Yeah.
The story of me getting my medical card is I was on a road trip to Canada, and me and my homies had like hella fucking weed on us. Like we each had like an own ounce to ourselves, right? And we also had some hongos, and we ended up getting pulled over, and the car had been recently hotboxed, and so we got searched, and we got arrested, and so I spent like 3 days and 4 nights in jail. But while we were in county jail in Siskiyou, where Mount Shasta is, one of this dude was like, well, bro, when you get out, you can go to this doctor's office and just tell him that your back hurts, and then you'll be able to get your medical card, and then you can get your ticket retroactively withdrawn, and then you can get more weed for your road trip. And that's exactly what we did.
Especially out there, because you're close to the Humboldt, there's a lot more.
Yep.
It's a lot more. Dog, there's signs everywhere. Like, hey, next stop, pull over. You know, there's like grow operation, whatever. Do everything. It's hella. Driving in Portland was crazy as fuck too.
That's as far as we made it. We didn't make it to Canada because the county jail took some chunks out of our trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I got my card for the first time.
Is he?
Wait, what?
The ASMR is cool. Exactly.
Like how tart the barbecue sauce is. That's what I look for in my sauce.
Well, I'm more tart.
You know where is he from? San Francisco?
They're Hungarian.
Is that where he's from? I know they live in South City.
They're from the Far
Because
East.
his son grew up with, remember Anthony, my cousin? His son grew up with Anthony in South City.
Small world. Lalita? Oh man.
Puta, qué rico, eh? Have you seen that video? You ever seen that one?
No.
Oh, fuck. Bro, this kid from Peru, dog, he made it, he's like famous Instagram, like, reels. This one has a small little Coke, opens it, takes a fast sip. Oh no, he goes, oh, que rico cola. Opens it, takes a fat ass sip. He goes, ah, puta, que rico, eh? It's so like plain and simple, dog, but it's so funny, bro. There's another one, he's like, oh, pollito con papa. Primero se come el pollito, luego me gusta la papita. One of the simplest shit, dude, it's hell funny. I should have sent you that one, but that's like some YouTube stuff.
You can't go wrong with Oyo Papa, bro. Oyo Papa every time, bro. Just
I mean, just papas in general, man. Like, they're one of the
One
goats of roots, I'd say.
my mother, she does
Papa.
chorizo con papa, dude. That is hella good too. Chorizo con papa is hella good.
And the Irish think that they like invented the Papa, you know?
But isn't it just South America?
It's in the Andes, right?
It's just famous for it because of the family, yeah.
That show you how fucked up shit is,
Yeah.
where it's like, damn, y'all get introduced to the potato, and 300 years later, y'all have like an entire like food collapse, like your whole shit collapses.
Oh yeah, all the potatoes were rotten, dog, and everything.
So, what'd you think? Cool?
And I fucked it up.
So yeah.
So, yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty into it.
Now we're gonna move on to our next segment, which is watch 3 videos. Edwin's special video of the day.
Puta, qué rico, eh? I think I just found my new beat tag, bro. That's about to go right before the beat drops on my fingers now.
Puta, qué rico, eh? That shit's funny, bro. So random,
Right here.
Nah, play that one again, bro. I missed it. One more time. Oh, yeah. That's the part of it too. It's like a Moombaton song, bro. Come on. Alright, what do you think about this video? For real.
Career.
How do you balance your personal life and your career? I mean, you're a Gemini.
Yes.
You know, Libra.
No.
But how do you balance?
I beefily not.
How do you balance? How do you balance your personal life and your career?
Time theft. Yeah, just steal time from your place of employment, everybody.
Oh, yes.
Work as little as you can, do the bare minimum,
Is that considered
and work for yourself. Work for yourself whenever you can. What was your question?
quiet quitting? Does that fall into that?
Yeah, I feel like I've heard people use that term. I haven't looked into it. I just
Time snatching, you said?
time theft. I like that. I feel like it's a very political term. Time theft. It's a very anti-capitalist practice, I think. You know. But I think in terms of personal life, like I think if you're doing like, for example, if you're someone who does maybe like therapy, psychology, and if you're not figuring out how to not take some of that shit home with you, then that's probably an indication that there's a journey that you have to go on, and there's some questions that you have to ask yourself of what is keeping you from that mental hygiene. Do you need to do your own therapy? Do you need some sort of spiritual practice? Like, what is it that you need to do to create a healthy boundary for yourself? Because a lot of people do like to blame work and like the demands of like bills and stuff like that. That's real. But also I feel like sometimes that can be a convenient excuse for someone to not take care of themselves and be like, well, it's just the demands of work or it's the hustle or the grind and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I know a handful of people who do that because it's easier to work than to work on themselves, you know?
Wow. So you're saying people who can't do this be able to balance their personal life and their career is something to work on.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is that we all find ourselves in different circumstances, different ways we make money, how we make it happen. Some of us are, you know, in places where we're maybe less stressed, and other places we are. And then sometimes we're in more stressful economic situations because we're choosing a more risky path, like being an entrepreneur or being like a business owner and stuff like that. And, it can be really hard, especially if like, you know, trying to be a working artist. Like I'm not a full-time working artist, but I have been in the past, and that's really stressful. It's really hard to sometimes separate the personal and your work life when you're a freelance artist. Like sometimes a client will be hitting me up at like midnight and I have to respond, and so I don't have the luxury of having that work-life personal balance, but I do try to find time for myself, do the things that I love. Like I think for me, making music is a part of something that I don't necessarily do for income or for work. I do it just for my soul. And I feel like that's how you do it. You gotta find something that isn't soul crushing to feel like there is some sort of balance. Because I think we start to feel like there isn't balance when we feel like everything we do is for this paycheck or for this rent or for this bills, and there's nothing that's for ourselves. And so I think the way you do that is you find what is for you, for yourself. For me, it's like movies and music. That's my shit.
Do you have any upcoming creative projects?
Yeah, do I have any upcoming creative projects? I have a beat tape that I'm dropping soon. It's called a beat tape, but I'm probably gonna do a vinyl pressing. So I've been sampling like a bunch of vinyl records since the pandemic started, and I realized that I was sitting on hella beats that
You're pressing records, you said?
Yeah, I want to do a vinyl record pressing, so I'm going to try to do like 100 12-inch records and stuff like that, and try to get it carried in different places. You know, I'm also working on trying to get like a monthly like producer and DJ showcase happening. That's like focused around people sharing their own beats or their own remixes or, you know, mashups of things and stuff like that. So I'm going to be working with Mission Synth here on 24th Street, so that's something coming up. So, you know, trying to get more into like live performance of music, and I want to have something that I can sell to people if they're like, oh, you know, you do beats and stuff like that. I'm like, hell yeah, bro, I got a 12-inch right here, got a download card, so I'm doing that. And then in May of 2023, I'll be having a solo show at Medicine for Nightmares.
Oh, cool.
So it'll be like a multimedia art show that's like poetry, visuals, and then maybe some music.
Nice. One more question. Pinto beans or black beans? Pinto beans or black beans? You gotta pick one. One dies, one lives. Pinto beans, of course. You have to say
That's what's dying, or that's what's living?
No, that's what's living.
Pinto beans. Can't say that. I can't believe you can say that.
Yeah, no, it's pinto beans.
Pinto beans stay,
They're staying, yeah.
black beans die.
I think so, personally.
Man, Talia?
Fine.
Black beans, I'm pinto beans. And that's the end of the show. Thank you for win.
Goodbye, black people.
It was nice knowing you, Black Beans.
Thank you guys. We'll see what happens next.